All right, barbecue fans, Caddy Q Barbecue here, coming today with a bone-in Boston butt cook today. This is a piece of meat that's about 9 pounds. So we got it all rubbed down. We're gonna let that rub tack on a little bit. We've trimmed it up, got our money muscle down here, ready to taste delicious. So we're getting the Oklahoma Joe Bronco up to temp. We're gonna cook it at about 250 over some apple and pecan wood chunks today. All right, we got our smoker up to temp, 250. We got our pecan and apple chunks in here. So we're ready to throw down. Got our pan of apple cider vinegar down there. Look how beautiful that thing is. Woo-wee. Y'all reckon that's gonna taste good? Bunch it up a little bit. And it is ready. We're gonna let her go about 3 hours and check it. We've got our Boston butt here. We've had it about 3 hours unwrapped, about 3.5 hours unwrapped. And then we wrapped it, did the Texas crunch method. And now it is up to temperature. It's been about 7 hours total on the smoker. It's sitting at about 200 degrees internal temperature. So we're gonna pull it out of here, put it in a pan and drop it in the cooler and let it rest for a couple hours. So we've had our pork butt resting in a cooler for about the past 3.5 hours. So we just brought it out, probed it again. We want to see what the temperature is. We're trying to get some ideas of how long we can rest in a cooler. When I opened the cooler up, it was like opening an oven. Heat just slapped me right in the face. So we've got it probed again. We've got the Traeger up and running. Temperature, we're checking, looks like it's about 140 degrees. So it dropped quite a bit. So we're gonna leave it on the Traeger for probably about 30 minutes or so and see if we can't get the temperature back up just a little bit. We're just gonna try to get it up a little bit because we got it tender enough earlier, so we're not worried about getting it all the way back up. We just wanna have it nice and warm to be able to eat. All right, so we've wrapped up our pork butt cook for today, our pulled pork. So again, just to kind of recap what we were setting out to accomplish today, we're just collecting data points on flavor profiles and cook schedules and things like that. And we feel really happy with how this turned out. We've got some good money muscle pieces here, some different types of pulled pork. We did some chunked here with some bark on it. We were real proud of the bark. So we cut up some different pieces we might consider putting in the box for turn in. We let this rest in just a regular cooler, wrapped for about 3.5 hours. The temperature dropped to about 142 degrees. We tried to warm it back up in our Traeger. We sat it out there for about 30 minutes and it only come back up to about 145. So we decided we might as well just rip it open and start eating it. So real happy with it. It's a piece of the money muscle here. The tenderness is great on that. Look at that, just pull right apart. That's what they're looking for. So good. Texture is wonderful. The flavor is great. You taste that smoke. We had a apple and pecan mixed wood chunks in there. So the most tender meats probably are pulled right here. Oh, that's good. Mama Q has cut it up perfectly. Got that flavor on point. So another successful cook here at Caddy Q Barbecue.